Okay guys, Bitcoin is dumping extremely hard right now to the downside, and the question is this actually the dump that we have been waiting for? Is this the dump that will lead the Bitcoin price down all the way to the mid $30,000 levels, or even in the worst case down to the $23,000 level? Or is this just the final shakeout? Before we actually reverse to new all-time highs for Bitcoin, I will tell you exactly in today's video. I also want to give you an update on my $1.4 million in Bitcoin long positions. Did I get wrecked? Do I open new trades now? All of this and more in today's video. We for sure will also take a quick look at VPET VLaunch, but for now, let's focus on Bitcoin because this is the most important thing that we can have a look out for at the moment. Besides that, guys, if you haven't subscribed so already, if your subscriber button is still red on the Crypto Mode channel, then make sure to subscribe, activate the bell next to the subscriber button, and smash up a like. Let's reach 1,000 likes at least, like we do on every video. But now let's talk about here the Bitcoin price. First of all, maybe you remember this symmetrical triangle I talked about in yesterday's video. I actually expected this symmetrical triangle to break out to the upside. I had the likelihood of it breaking to the upside a little bit higher, but luckily I told you in yesterday's video that, as always with these kind of pattern and in these like very difficult to elaborate if we will go up or down market situations, that we should always wait for the breakout. So I didn't open new long positions or anything like that. Sadly, even my big trade, my $1 million long trade on the Bitcoin futures with a higher leverage, got actually liquidated. The thing is with that trade that the futures fall more than the normal Bitcoin price when corrections happen, and that's why this trade got closed. But I also was fully aware of that. My secure trade is the one with the only 3.6x leverage with a 400k position size, which I will still keep open because I will explain to you why actually right now in the video. Because first of all, worst case here on the smaller time frames, okay, we might fall down to 40k for now. I personally think that 40k will be the next really relevant support, just because looking at the VPVR and thinking about how much importance this horizontal VPVR resistance has given us in the last couple of days and weeks. I mean, we broke now very clear this horizontal VPVR resistance to the downside, and as always, normally we need to expect now to retest the next big horizontal VPVR support and resistance, and this is actually at the $40,000 level. So I can imagine that in the next few days we actually drop down to $40,000. There is a big problem with that happening though, and this is why the bulls actually would need to turn the Bitcoin price around as soon as possible, because within the next 4 days, if we want to correct down to 40k, fine, the bears can do that. The bulls can give up the price until $40,000 as long as we bounce there before the end of the next 4 days, and then we actually even have to come slightly higher. So we need to have a massive reversal, a very sharp volatile move to the upside again after testing the $40,000 level, because the problem that is coming in right now is that our weekly candle is probably going to close below the weekly EMA ribbons in 4 days if we retest the $40,000 level for Bitcoin. And in this bull run we already had here a breakout of the weekly candle below the weekly EMA ribbons, and we still pump to the upside. So this actually means now that we need a confirmation. We need a weekly candle close retesting the weekly EMA ribbons to really know that it's over. And in that case, actually a drop down to $20,000 would even be possible. I mean, this is the area where the next very important bull market, all time, the very important all time, historic, all time, from the very start, from the first day, 2000, not 2009 completed, but 2010 at least. The main line, this is the line, the long-term support line. And if this, normally in the history of Bitcoin, this gets retested as soon as the weekly EMA ribbons are getting broken to the downside. Broken to the downside, retest. Broken to the downside, retest. Broken to the downside, retest. Broken to the downside, retest maybe. So this is why I'm actually very careful right now here with the Bitcoin price. But for now, within the next 4 days, We still can revert the price to the upside, so let's not do any panic selling or fall into panic. As I said, I still have my long position open. The only thing that we just need to keep in mind here is that the weekly candle is looking very dangerous. Now let's also talk about the VPET V-Launch chart, guys. And there, oh shit, we are seeing right now a breakdown here, but it could still result in a fake out since there's still 25 minutes left. And I mean, we wicked down. Oh, yeah, exactly. We wicked down already. So this can result in a fake out. What I'm looking here at VPET V-Launch at the moment is this descending triangle. And normally a descending triangle is a very, very bearish pattern, but we already had here a massive breakout to the upside. So either this is really only a fake out, or actually we are seeing here something like a retest now where the VPET price corrects back inside of the symmetrical of the descending triangle, just because Bitcoin is just pulling everything down. You see Bitcoin is still dumping. VPET V-Launch at $2, no problem. VPET V-Launch, I really have to say this now, guys. I mean, VPET launched here a couple of days ago on the 22nd of December. Let's take a look here at the Bitcoin price. At the 22nd of December, Bitcoin, I have to go here to the daily time frame, Bitcoin was actually here all the way up at the, let's take a look, $49,000 level. All the way up at the $49,000 level, Bitcoin was when VPET V-Launch launched. On launch day, VPET V-Launch did an around from 3 cents to $1, a 33x. And then we consolidated for a couple of days at $1. So there was a great entry chance here at $1. We had an ascending triangle, broke to the upside, massive parabolic run. And now, even though in the same time period, Bitcoin has actually dumped significantly. I mean, Bitcoin dumped, let's put this into percentages, just that you understand what I'm saying here. I mean, Bitcoin dumped here in the time frame from the 40, I'm not even taking the daily all-time high, it could be even higher, but still, for Bitcoin, we dumped almost 13% within the last few days since the VPET V-Launch chart launched. 12%, 13% even. You pretty much lost right now in dollar value with Bitcoin. And now let's take a look at V-Launch, guys, because this is just amazing to see here right now. With VPET V-Launch, let's say you had a good entry here at around 90 cents, which is very realistic. Let's even say 59 cents. Okay, let's say 59 cents. Then at the current price, even though Bitcoin, look at this, 106% still in the time Bitcoin dumped by 13%, VPET V-Launch pumped 106%. And this is really from a fair entry point where it was realistic, $60 million worth of volume on the first day. It was easy to buy in here at this price level of $1. Very, very realistic. So if you, in theory, would have put your Bitcoin here in VPET V-Launch, you now would be more than double on your Bitcoin, more than double already, because VPET V-Launch did 100% and VPET and Bitcoin went down. But still, I mean, I'm still very aware of the fact that VPET V-Launch could get pulled down by Bitcoin at any time. So we have to be careful here with VPET V-Launch also. Although it performed so amazingly in the last couple of days, we just need to be a little bit careful. Still, if we break it to the upside, I think it will be insane. And also keeping in mind here that tomorrow already the next free IDO allocation for the VPET V-Launch community is getting announced. I think this is also a very big thing, and keeping in mind that also VPET V-Launch just announced 4 hours ago, or no, yesterday actually, that there will be a massive NFT launchpad section, an NFT launchpad section coming to VPET V-Launch as well, adding more utilities to the VPET token. I mean, I really understand why actually right now we are here still at 100% gain while Bitcoin is down 13%. But guys, let's not talk too much. I will upload the video now. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to smash up a like on the video. Let's reach 1,000 likes like we do on every single video. And then we see us in the next one. Till then, bye-bye right now. Guys, bye-bye right now. Right now. Right now. Right now.